Hi, today we're going to make some mixed nut butter. Starts with some peanuts. We're going to add some walnuts, some cashews, some almonds, some cinnamon, and some ginger. And we're going to enjoy it. So I'll take you through it one step at a time. Follow along. I'm going to turn it on and let the machine do the work. Now, as you can see, it's nothing but peanuts. I've not added anything to it. I'm going to turn the peanuts into a real soft, buttery-like substance, which we know as peanut butter, and then I will add the other ingredients as well. Now, if you'll notice, the peanuts are starting to break down, but the oil has not been released, so it looks very dry. And what will happen is the peanuts will turn into a ball, and then the ball will break down to a creamy substance. I usually start with putting my food processor on low. You can put it on high as well. I will eventually turn it to high, but I think it's important to start it on low and not try to rush the process. But I don't think it matters a whole lot. It's just my preference. Okay, the food processor is starting to bind a little bit. It's starting to sound like it's laboring. So now is when I'm going to turn it on to high, and it'll finish the job. So now you can see it's peanut butter. It's actually could use a little bit longer, so I'm going to turn it on a little bit longer. If you like it crunchy, then this is where you would stop. I like mine very smooth, so I'm going to run it for another minute or two. This is how I like it to look. It's completely smooth. You can actually see the oil has risen to the top. So the oil has been extracted from the nut butter, or the peanut butter at this point. Now I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients one at a time. Now I have a piece of fresh organic ginger root that I will add with the machine running. Then I will add the cinnamon, which I've already ground up, and I'm going to let the machine run for another 1 to 2 minutes. Now the last step that I want to do is I see things on the side here, some residue. I like to scrape all of that and get all of it. Looks like some of the cinnamon ended up on the side. I want it in the mix I want as much of it as possible. I want it to be as evenly mixed as possible. So that's going to be the last step, and then we're done. There is our finished product. It's time to eat. Of course, you can make a nut butter sandwich on bread, which I will do and have done and do like to do. But I like to also spread this on some different things like celery, which is pretty common. Carrots go real well with this. And believe it or not, one of my favorites that I bet you haven't tried is mushrooms. Very good. But for right now, I'm just going to put it on a plain old apple. It really complements just about anything. It's a very healthy, you can use it for just about anything. It's very healthy, it's good for you, it's tasty, it's inexpensive, and most of all, it's very easy to make. I like to slather it on generously. I like a lot of it. And oh, by the way, when you're done making this in your food processor, it's okay to lick the knife blade and scrape out the residue that's left in the processor, just like when you were a kid and Mom would make a cake and you'd get to do that with the frosting. It's just as good. This is a little healthier. Thanks. Enjoy.